Good morning. This is Kat. I'm sitting on my parlor steps, just kind of watching the world come alive. It's about 6:30 in the morning, and I love this time when the sun just starts to come up. And I woke up this morning thinking about how we want to make a difference in someone's life. I think that's what we all want. We want to feel like our life mattered, that we make a contribution, that we're just not here just breathing air. And what if I told you that you could be a hero? That you could possibly save lives? That you can make an incredible difference in not only the life of one person, but possibly three, and maybe even way more than that. And it's all within your power to do. And it would probably only take an hour. Would you be interested? Would that matter to you? I want to talk to you about one of the most important things you can do to make that life-changing difference is to give blood. People just do not know or think about donating blood. And that, there's going to be at least almost 4.5 million Americans alone that are going to need blood this year. And that the facts are that someone needs blood every 2 seconds. And while only 37% of the U.S. population is even eligible to donate blood, less than 10% actually do. Pippa. My husband, my son, myself, we're regular blood donors. And let me tell you, if that isn't the most wonderful feeling in the world. I am very lucky that I have type O blood, which is the universal donor. There are 4 types of blood, A, B, AB, and O. And while all blood types are needed, and the rarest form of blood is the one that they don't have on the shelf at that time, being an O, you can donate blood that helps babies, premature babies, burn victims, heart patients, certain cancer patients. I would get calls because we were on the blood bank donor list, and you can give blood every 2 months, 56 days, but every 2 months I would be there giving blood. My husband, who was a lot braver than I, signed up for the every 2 weeks, which was pheresis, which they would stick one needle in one arm and then just take out the plasma and then have it go back in. So he could donate every 2 weeks. And then my son, who was terrified of needles growing up, and still terrified of needles, even he would donate. And in fact, he was the reason I started donating. Is when he came home from high school one day, he said that he wanted to go give blood. And I said, why? Because you're so scared of needles. I can't imagine. You can't even watch, a hospital show because it freaks you out. He said, because it can save someone's life. And because of that, I need to get over my fear of needles. And so with him doing that really, the child cells teach. So that's when I decided that I would donate. My husband, both, that's when we joined up. And let me tell you, it's a wonderful experience. People think it's not going to be very nice. It takes, from the time you check in, you get a little mini physical. They check your blood for 11 infectious diseases. So that's a nice screening. They type your blood so you'll know what your blood type is. They treat you as if you are the most special guest. Everyone at a blood bank is friendly. They have child care there for you. For most of them, I don't know, in all areas. They, after you give blood, they have magazines, they'll have TV, everything. It only takes between 15, 30 minutes or something to actually just lay there and give the blood. And then afterwards, you get the best treats. I mean, I could justify eating some of these wonderful, breads and cakes, and they'd always have Cinnabons and cookies and juice and that. And you walked out of there on a cloud feeling like you have made an incredible difference. And you have. You have. Most of the donors are the same donors over and over again. Need to have more donors. So if you're just sitting there going, there's nothing I can do. There's nothing. Just look within your own heart and the blood flowing through it. And call and find out how you can donate blood today. Blessed be.